On 28th of April 2012, Team Everest Singapore departed for Mera and Island Expedition. The send-off was pretty amazing. As a team captain, I did not expect a huge turnout of supporters, family and relatives to send us off. Many friends, many supporters giving us a lot of well wishes, and it just pushed the team to do even better to complete the whole expedition from the onstart. Family were there. My mom was there. She cried, but for the whole family, I guess it's loaning their children away for about 27 days for this trip of to achieve the goal of Everest in 2015. It's a pretty amazing experience, and I hope it could continue for our future expeditions.
श्रेणी में आपकी ही कुर्सी के नीचे। अगर विमान को पानी पर उतारना पड़े तो लाइफ जैकेट को पाउच से निकालें, इस प्रकार पहने और
International Airport.
What's up, bro?
Hello. Physical abuse,
Our fourth high pass that we had to go through before we reach Mera Peak. So for me, Mera La in the beginning, well, I remember the first day there was a very good weather, but the tough part came when actually the weather changed when we are about to start one of the toughest part of the climb. That was where we hit we had a lot of snow and a lot of ice at that part. The team made it through Mera La relatively unscathed. Everybody did very well. For me, it was the first time that I saw such deep crevasses along the way. Okay, let me talk about the whole Mera Peak experience first. In the beginning, I thought it was, kind of like, people said that, oh, Mera Peak is just a simple hike up. Even the guide said, oh, it's just a hike up. But for me personally, actually, it was a really, really long hike up. The last 50 meters part, which was, I think, just purely 90 degrees hill, and we had to Juma up all the way. For me, personally, it's the first time where I had to Juma up a section of a mountain, and then after that part, we had to just have a slow walk up to the summit. And you can see Everest in the region, Makalu, you can see Barunce. It's really a very amazing view. You can even see Choyu all the way out in the distance. And for me, that is really worth the hike up.
Lapsa, even before we came to Nepal, saw videos and photos of Amphu Lapsa, and my first impression of it was that it was really just difficult and scary. Second impression was when I actually saw it with my own eyes, a few hundred meters away from the pass itself. We saw this ice shelves. It was very daunting. All I thought was, how do we get up there, and how do we cross it? Not even crossing the Amphu Lapsa, but crossing the ice shelves. It was like an adventure, something that I've always wanted to do. Zoomaring up an ice wall, walking on this crazy glacier around me, and it's just damn exciting lah. And when we reached the top, I just can't believe it, because like, oh my god, like we actually gone through what I saw the day before, which was just crazy. The way is just crazy. The highlight of it wasn't going up, it was going down, because on the other side it was rocky. There wasn't any ice, snow. It was just rocks and scree, and it was very, very steep. So we were with our crampons and mountain boots, and at a very high altitude, and we were all with our backpacks. So can you imagine, like, we were backpacks at high altitude, we were abseiling down with crampons on rocky slope, and the slope, I can say, is some parts of it were about probably 90 degrees and just straight drop, and we have to abseil down with those conditions. When I reached the bottom of that abseil line, I thought to myself that I think that was the best abseil I've ever done, and the craziest thing I've ever done, because crossing Amphu Lapsa isn't something a lot of people have done. Even when we ask our climbing guides, they say because it's difficult, and most of people, porters and guides, they are reluctant to go through Amphu Lapsa because of its technical difficulties. So after going through Amphu Lapsa, I really feel very proud of myself, and also the team. Can proudly say that not a lot of Singaporeans have done it, but we did it.
Left side. Okay.
Pasang says, okay, it's about time we wear our harness and crampon point. It's already sunrise, so yeah, we took our time, crampon point, wear our crampons, harnesses, drink up, and then we decided to rope up. So individually, everybody rope up. Then we started to trek up. Then we're not sure where's the wall itself. According to Pasang, the wall is roughly about 500 meters. Then we hit the wall. So we walk, see a few crevasses, try to speed up a little bit. But we managed to pass, if I'm not mistaken, 2 crevasses. Then we see the wall, the ridge, the summit.
So I'm part of this crazy expedition that want to climb Mera Peak and Island Peak in one go. What got into my mind?
I counted at least 4 pitches. The first pitch we never do fixed rope Juma, so we will walk up until to the second pitch. So I just Juma up on my crampons and ice axe. It takes a very long time to go up that wall.
Tolong, turun kosongnya.
Then look up at a 70-degree angle. The wall is at 70-degree angle, nearly 90, but quite steep. I think the rest of them was looking at me. Then Shemus was next.
And the first section that we had to cross was this huge crevasse. It was about one giant step forward that we had to cross. Luckily, I have long legs, so I'm able to just like leap across. But for some members in my team, maybe he won. I don't know. Maybe he slipped a bit at that point of time.
Sorry about that.
There was this point at the last pitch was totally ice.
So I got up to the last section of the pitch with just my Juma, and there was this time where it just slipped, and in my mind I was thinking, oh my god, that's really bad. And in my mind I could not imagine my Juma failing on me at that critical moment, and it was a really scary experience. I immediately shouted like, Ismail, my Juma is slipping. And he told me, okay, you gotta use your ice axe as a secondary kind of a anchor or a secondary so-called Juma. And later I found out that there was a lot of ice trapped in the Juma, so the Juma couldn't really catch the rope properly. That's why it slipped.
I say, okay, I just need to get to the top. Then I reach the top, click my safety line to the ridge line, and took a breather. After that, I went to walk to Purba. Purba was sitting at the ridge itself. Then say, okay, Nema, you rest first. Wait for the rest to come up. Okay. Then I say, okay, I wait for Shemus to come up. Then after that was Hilwan. Then Then he said, okay, you go up to summit slowly. It was a long walk. I reached the summit itself at around 8 plus, if I'm not mistaken.
So we made it at the top of Island Peak. Now here we are. Let's move on.
It was quite an emotional experience.
Awesome. Anything to say, bro?